Cek guys, halo teman-teman, welcome to the playoff watch party teman-teman ya. T1 versus tim Secret, sorry telat karena ntar gue cerita lah guys ya, sedikit cerita aja guys, ntar guys. Gue agak telat sedikit, sudah round jalan di 6-4 guys ya untuk T1 teman-teman. Let's go T1 menang guys. Let's go guys, sorry telat guys ya, kita dukung Ciadel dulu guys, dukung T1 bro. Dukung T1 pastinya ya guys ya.
The toxic screen means that even though you only tank Carpet, Secret, you can tell the comms break down a little bit, right? Are we going in to punish him? Are we not? We're all damaged, right? The decay's there. Look at their health bars. If they go through that toxic screen, it's bad.
Sebenarnya gue lagi stres, lagi pusing.
He gets caught, and the extra paranoia.
Adalah pokoknya guys, lagi stres, lagi pusing, lagi mengurus maintenance server teman-teman ya.
Right? They're still waiting to see because they don't want to end up going in one by one after Carpet dies. So now Team Secret, a bit of an adjustment. Jeremy going in front of Rubble, and that's always the next step, right? If you're getting picked off and you can't get a read on the skill util timings, you go ahead of it, avoid it all, and just make sure you're winning the duel. A great first kill for him.
Yeah, very nice aggressive pick off there from Jeremy. They really need him to do more stuff like that. As NDG, he's gonna drop down right at the worst time.
Bisa yo, dapat 8-4 yo. 4-4 guys, bisa guys.
Nobody is over here from the side.
Ya si flashnya masih ada sini, abang-abangannya hidup mulu anjir.
Jeremy gonna try to hide himself up in heaven. The post plant, very much just in the site, right? Sure, you have tree. And the spike is somewhat positioned for that crossfire, but T1 is going to have to clear out everything. And then from the shadows, that's just to make sure that they're wasting more time clearing every single corner, worried about the lurk.
Bilang Ciadel guys, mau bareng sama gua enggak enak
to clear here, and Impy at tree's going to pick up two as they try to come through the door. Impy not expecting the third person, but still pretty late here. He's just going to have to pull off a miracle at this point. Down he will go. And Excurate, just the last one left. He picks off one, gets a second, but he will be taken out. Wasn't enough time to go for the
siapa bang?
anyway.
T1 lah kotak.
Team Secret gonna pick up 5 rounds from the attack.
I mean, considering how it started, I think the 5 rounds doesn't feel so bad for Secret, right?
Sebenarnya semua server juga nobar nggak sih guys? Semua server nobar nggak sih guys?
I believe it was
ya sih.
Over from the Philippines saying, "Oh, we are defense side."
Kita mau dukung Indonesia masa nggak boleh guys ya? Welcome TikTok and ya top ya. 57 lagi bro. Tipis banget tipis nih guys.
With a default, right? You get the read on the anti, you say this is their style, this is the default crafted to make sure they always fall into a trap. You know, the unforced errors just happen from them, and then we can punish it.
I love that sign. This sign may be better. Excurate, can I
have Excurate
hearts there?
Yeah, we gotta make sure Excurate sees that.
T1 TS nggak bisa dikalahin Paperrex bang. Nggak gitu. Paperrex lawan siapa bang? Lawan Talon.
They can always come down and try to meet the pros after the games.
Gila, kok Excurate ganti rambut guys, jadi hiung.
That might be a good opportunity.
Fan meets as well. You know, some of the teams are organizing it right outside. You have the fan sign wall and everything.
I hope so,
but
bro.
you know, for one of these teams, they're not going to have an opportunity after today. So we'll see if they can survive.
Yeah, the first sign I saw was "Do or Die Together." Like a couple of hearts. I'm like, interesting.
That seems to have been the slogan for
Tai kamu ya.
But it's a very extreme one.
Bang ya, abis beberes. Well, ada lagi diurus. Banyak lah guys, pokoknya guys.
One way or another, I guess, in Valorant.
Yeah, you've got the 3 half armors, still the double blast back as well. So T1 looking for a side execute, same as, but they're just not going to feed him the frenzy. Rossi just gonna selfishly buy up to the Sheriff here for a little bit extra firepower.
Yeah. Remember I was talking about, wait.
Gua minum kopi pakai gulanya stevia guys. Cuman 2 tetes langsung manis, cok.
Early miss is not going to mean too much. Excurate's on top, but here comes Saya on top of B, and Carpet's going to get that first one. A couple of trades back as here is Excurate picks up another one.
Oh,
man, that's Rossi as well from the middle of B is just picking people
off.
Ya kali.
Yeah, Jeremy looking for the wraparound. Does take a bulk of that damage though.
Ya kali dia ini guys, clutch guys ya.
You can expect it, right? With the timing, the fact that he doesn't die to the pain shells, you're expecting the wraparound.
T1 fighting guys, T1 fighting guys. Bang cek kodamku bang. Thank you GG-nya Sosis, makasih ya. Sosis makasih gift-nya ya.
Positioning once again from T1 overall based on their reads. they don't even have to necessarily check the site. They just have to make sure that they're not getting wrapped around on too easily.
Yeah. Should be ready to pull back in if Jeremy does tap the spike, which he is going to have to do soon enough. Excrete
Yeah, index gimmicknya rendah tuh, dikira lebih bikin manis bang, tapi agak mahal guys, Stevie bang.
Not looking the right way.
Nice,
T1 going to pick up the pistol here from the attacker side.
All right, so 1 pistol each. See if T1 can convert it into the anti-eco as well. Obviously, those early 2 rounds really saving TS from a bit more accumulation, so to speak, in the first half. Neat shots from Rossi.
Bang Cok, gue takut gaming activity dikasihin dosen. Semangat kafenya ya. Bisa.
Oh boy. All right, selfish or not, the sheriff was right by, that's for sure.
Yo, my deagle is too. I'm sorry, bro. My deagle is too nice.
I mean, he's right.
He's right.
It was too nice.
It really just feels like we're watching a Rossi stream today.
Well, he's got the vibes for himself, and he's feeling pretty good about his position here. T1 taking the lead in a pretty big way. And it's their map pick. It's attack on Lotus. You gotta like the momentum they have at this point in time.
Yeah, for Secret, I mean, it's just about making sure that your prep is good. Jeremy, that's a good timing there. He gets 2 and the reload. It doesn't matter. Bork's right there.
Let's go.
It takes so long to realize where Jeremy's coming from.
Huh?
Well, that's a thrifty with all 5 people alive.
I was thinking to myself, I was thinking to myself, like,
Kenapa
the statement I just made
thrifty,
about
Cok?
hopefully they convert the anti-eco, that's a stupid statement, because usually you always do, but okay, there was a reason why I said it, apparently.
Astaga, naga.
Too many vibes. I mean, they kind of just sent it into tree, and they said, okay, well, we have the better guns, we should be able to win this.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't.
I mean, let's look at this, because sure, the first guy, fine. The one-way bloom's just in time, but the reaction, I mean, Jeremy's very clean with it as well. It does look like Saya tries to turn as fast as possible as soon as you realize what happened, but...
Ini kena ada kurs parah tuh, nggak dukung mantan ya.
Way, though. Yeah, you need things like this. It's a rough one because you only have the headhunter, but the chamber needs to challenge and at least make sure that the defenders don't have space for free.
And now T1 grouped up here outside of C. Trying to get in, but there's a nice setup already from the side of Team Secret, and it's an easy spray down from
Aduh!
who already has an AK at this position. So now T1, that's kind of the
bilang suruh pulang Bang Cio siapa?
and Easy's going to go down.
Aduh.
Trying to find a way.
Gue pengen ngajak Adel bareng sih, cuman gue nggak, kayaknya udah live deh.
That's like the most you can hope for, and it's not looking great with the Poison Cloud and a Han behind him.
Well, he's just going to get shot in the back. Team Secret, a very obvious victory after that one. It's a couple of flawless rounds in a row. It was a thrifty, but also nobody died in the last round, and then in this one as well.
This is pretty rough because we always say that, obviously, if you lose a pistol, it's rough, but then if you're able to thrifty the anti-eco, it's actually more economic damage because now you're taking away extra credits that were invested. You can even get free upgrades. But we did see, now being on the attacking side just right before, Excurate does go into that operator buy. So just
Masuk
making
Discord
sure
aja nggak enak,
that
Cok.
they've saved up for it. Sure, it's a half armor. But now it's about positioning Excurate up for success, right? He doesn't have to be the one who opens the site, but he has to be the one who ties up Secret's pushouts. And look at this utility investment to make sure they get the orb. That brings the showstopper. I mean, retakes are all online now for Secret.
Yeah, he's going to have a really nice opportunity and a good team play to just get him in position to pick up that orb. And the rest of T1, as we
Habis
know,
nonton main Valo lagi bang, guys ini full nonton guys sampai malam.
As the toxic screen does come up.
Hey bro, dia harus
This
menang bro,
is
kalau
a
kalah
very
kocak
risky
banget.
position for NDG, but it's just off of the alarm, and he can't land it because of the
Oke banget saya
flashback
player, Cok.
setup.
Nice!
Nice,
Nice, 3-1 sangat untung adik-adik.
Everybody who was defending it. And now, with 4 players
Bang,
available,
anak
are they
PB
going
bukan?
to
Betul,
invest a
kenapa, bro?
showstopper to try to 2v4 clutch this one?
I don't know about the showstopper. If they get one kill, maybe, but
Alright,
the Ops just going to shut that down. Now
Dapat
Jeremy,
satu.
his only mission is to take away this op.
Aduh.
Okay.
Well, he's going to kill the op holder.
I mean, going for it is fine here. That's one.
Gue chat di YouTube-nya Adel deh guys.
He's trying to reload, and there's just too many angles to cover, so that's going to be T1 on the attack, picking up a round, and they will be able to get that operator for Excurate.
Yeah, you couldn't quite take it away fully. So that's a bit of a shame, but I think Jeremy,
Aduh, kenapa disconnect
you were
Discordnya?
overall in rounds
Kocak.
having an economy thanks to that thrifty earlier.
Ngelag dikit
So
guys,
just
ngelag dikit
seeing
guys.
maybe I can do even more damage, things like that. But the reload in a tough spot.
Sorry guys kalau ngelag dikit guys.
Yeah, Carpe.
Kalau belum bisa dipakai bang, udah bisa cuman nggak dipakai guys. Enakan Omen sumpah, bisa smoke. Bisa smoke-nya lama. Bisa flash. Dapat nggak sih, dapat nggak sih? Dapat nggak sih? Nice, pancingan, pancingan. Pancingan,
That's going to be a big lead now for the side of T1, but Jeremy on the Rudy is going to pick him off. So now 4v4, a chance for the side of Team Secret.
This is very good for Secret. They make sure that they regain control of Rubble, and then they push out of Mound, so they have the priority, and they hide Envy in as well. I mean, you hear the shot from Mound, you see where the Boombot was going.
Kalau kata gue sih ke B sih bro. Kalau kata gue sih ke B sih bro. Ini C-nya di push 2 lawan.
Whoa, well now they know for sure.
Nice, mati bro. Nice banget.
At the same time on to Envy, and they clean that up excellently. Nobody else is here on C, and should be a free plant for T1.
Nice, nice, nice.
Bit unfortunate. Jesse Vash is early, but his teammate isn't.
Nice, Isu, mantap.
That does make things a little rough.
Ayo 10-7 yuk, dapat yuk, dapat 1-0 dulu
Going
yuk.
in alone, it's rough, but I like
T1 udah mulai rapi mainnya guys, mantap, mantap, mantap.
Surprise 2 kill. Yeah, it's the 1v2.
Now, just had to hit the shots as Jeremy is going to get his paint shells back, and now 1v3, he is going to actually go for it as he is trying to wrap around from the left side. And
nice, Isu,
on
mantap.
top of the box. Will take him down. So now T1 on 10 rounds.
Lainnya kok bisa gitu bang? Iya nggak tahu
I really like that Secret.
Lu dukung T1 sekarang bang kan pas match ini doang guys. Pas match selanjutnya Paperrex lah.
Let's make sure we punish this because otherwise we're just gonna have to play scared. So they go and they actually get the kill. They regain control of Rubble, and then off of that they back off because now T1 has to re-clear Rubble. They push out a Mound. Like overall, the macro is very good from Team Secret, but that one darn prowler just ruins everything
bang,
here.
giveaway jersey bang nanti ya.
T1.
Paperrex ini lawan Talon babak playoff apa bukan kak? Betul lawan Talon guys ntar.
Obvious. I mean, the idea certainly, as you mentioned, was very good, but it did not work out for them. As here comes next year, he's not going to hit it. Just taking a bit of damage to make that play possible. But
dukung T1 bang, nggak apa-apa lah guys. Paperrex kan ada pang SQ Red, ada Indo Pride bro.
Doesn't land it, but you still
kalau Paperrex kalah balik, iya langsung guys. Ini playoff pertama guys. Kalau kalah langsung pulang guys ya. Nggak ada nyawa kedua guys ya. Ini bahaya makanya.
And the Nightfall into C, it's a pretty easy idea. Trying to see if there's a reaction. I love that they're constantly fishing. They just want to know for sure. Is there an investment in the site?
Saya just spraying every angle he knows, and might just. He's going to try to take down the turret. There's a prowler as well.
Okay, nice, nice, nice.
Lah
bukannya lower bracketnya setelah ini guys, baru ada lower bracket. Untuk match pertama nggak ada lower bracket guys ya.
Yeah, but what they did was they confirmed that the
iya, tapi kita restream guys ya, nggak apa-apa ya. YouTube harus restream guys.
From the plant location. So now they've still made sure that they're not pushing out a B main. The showstopper gets drawn out. This might be huge.
He's only going to get one though, as that could have been way worse. I mean, there were 3 people in there. And Rossi's going to make quick work of him afterwards. There's the Nightfall on a B. As T1 are looking to get in. Izu also on the back of the site, but Envy on the other side of the toxic screen. And Izu's positioning is perfect as now NDG getting super low on the back of this one. Izu picks up another one as they cannot clear out this Omen.
Spike planted.
Izu doing everything, opening it up, setting up his teammates, defending the site.
Okay. Borkum gets one, he does not get a second, and Izu picks up a massive round for the team, a 3K, and they just could not figure out what to do with Izu on that site.
Yeah, and this was one of my concerns, right? If you allow T1 to play on their favorite comfort pick of Lotus, and you know, let's say it goes to a map 3, it's still another map that T1 doesn't mind, and especially these are maps where Izu pops off. As much as I'm one of those guys who had high hopes for Izu, he's still been a little shaky, depending on the agent he plays, and you're allowing him to go into these comfort roles where he knows that he can clutch up. It's starting to look risky because you can't ante against that. You can't ante against clutch moments like that where one guy just holds the entire control over a site.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Envy, he's in
Prediksinya
position,
2-1 bang buat
he's like,
Paperrex,
okay,
gue
I'm
sih
gonna stop
2-0
them if
sih.
they try to cross the
Anjay.
toxic screen, and
2-0 aja
maybe
guys.
just the communication
Ini
out there
T1 bagus nih guys, dapat
after
satu
the
nih.
fact, after Izu gets the first kill, and the fact that he got so much
Tapi nih mainnya
value
T1.
out of that position was kind of insane. And now T1, they forced the second timeout out of Team Secret, only a couple of rounds away from taking down this first map. And looking comfortable as ever, as you mentioned, here on Lotus.
Follow nggak bang?
Now,
Let's see
the
guys
thing
ya.
is overall, again,
Itu
the map
coachnya
setup,
ada
not
dua,
bad,
satunya siapa
right?
bang? Itu
Team
Analyst
Secret,
guys. Anunya, guys.
They know that they might have been pushed away from Mount, so the showstopper comes out. You know that they're going to be forced for time. They have to start making a decision. Envy was still holding baby door, things like that.
Alright.
So it's not like the default positioning was
Aman ya
bad.
guys, duitnya juga masih
But they're
banyak
not
guys.
accounting for the
T1 ya.
curveballs that are
Escuret OP
possible.
jadi kayaknya
They're not
harusnya
accounting
aman guys.
to potentially even
Izu
losing some
melek,
of these
Rossi
duels. And
melek.
on that timeout, T1 says, let's just meet him, right? If it's a rubble push, we're here to fight it. And there's nobody home.
Paperrex Analystnya ada, tapi dia
T1 trying to get
nggak bukan
aggressive.
Analyst
We'll
yang
see if they feel
standby
this
doang.
pressure from behind them right now as
Shit, dibokong semua guys.
gonna push it through tree, and this time Saya brought a rocket with him. Not gonna be taken down in tree this time.
Oh, saya player.
Value though, I mean, he's just gonna fire it off here. I think it killed a prowler or something on the back of the site, but T1 should be able to get this plant, and there is the
Nice,
pit.
dapat
Yeah,
lagi
the
guys.
pit is what they're relying on, right? That's why the death ball comes through, and you expect after a timeout, it's either a rubble push or a mound push, so it's a good read so far.
Carpe normal.
What can Secret do to break through this?
NDT
Nice,
trying
Escuret.
to push on in. Trade of 2 for 2 now.
Oh,
Escuret
nggak
is
dapat
going to
dia,
go down,
Escuret
but T1 holding onto the pit for
Temen
now.
gue Udin bang, namanya
Rossi
Udin
has
bang.
knocked on
Udin,
down.
happy
Here's a
birthday
blue
Udin
box
ya.
credit
Semoga
clear
sehat
things
selalu,
out.
banyak
That's
rezeki
the
dan bisa
three.
donate aku. Terima kasih. Sampai jumpa, sayonara, love you.
Snake bite lands, but not quite close enough. They know they have to push.
They're going to try to push here. It is a 1v1 now as he is decayed down, and the
Nice.
one tap from the side of Rossi will take
Nice.
him down. As T1
Gila, T1
barely
mantap
gonna
banget,
hold
bro.
on to that push, and that gets them to map point.
T1 mantap banget
Yeah,
guys, gila
big
guys.
round and a hard
Menang
read
loh,
off
T1
of that
loh. Gila,
timeout,
menang
right? It's
mudah.
one of two things. It's rubble or mound push out. It always is. And they say, listen, if it's mound, it's going to come from two directions. Rather than worry about that, let's just go fast into rubble. If they happen to be there, we still got 5 members. We can trade through it. But if not, it's an easy site. You even use the showstopper that way.
memasak,
The
guys.
site has to be
Ngeri,
empty.
guys.
And the whole purpose, in hindsight, is that the showstopper opens up the Viper's pit, right? It might not get a
Konsep
kill,
T1 agak
but
bau,
it makes the
tapi bang,
Viper's pit
let's see.
absolutely safe.
And now, T1 getting aggressive once again. The pit this time coming out from the side of T1, Team Secret, rather, on the C site. As is pretty standard. Going to force T1 to potentially push into a big setup here from Team Secret on A.
So T1, once again, they're just relying on the trademark, right? They're playing because it's map point. If we push with a numbers advantage, that's what attackers have on every map.
Here comes Jesse Vash. He's going to push on through it.
Whoa!
Oh,
Let's
no.
go!
Just going to no-scope him in the face. And T1 looks like they're going to put the cap on this map, potentially. Only 2 guys left here on the side of Team Secret and X-Grid. You're really going to pick up a second one.
Nice!
Gets the kill. Finishes him
Gila,
off
kok
with the
X-Grid
classic
ngebuat.
after hitting him through the wall, in the leg, rather. And Envy is alone. He does pick
Gak
up
mungkin dong
2.
clutch dong.
Yeah, it's Envy. You
Gak
do have to
mungkin
respect
dong
him a
clutch
little bit.
dong.
Some of the highest numbers we've seen all throughout Pacific.
He's going to go up against 2, and down he goes. T1 a dominant win
Hello,
here
T1,
on the
T1,
first
ngeri
map
T1,
of
guys.
Lotus, 13-7.
Yeah, just absolutely
Thank you,
goes
Chenko.
to
Welcome
show
to
that
Gazoku,
a
ya.
comfort pick is a comfort pick. And overall, I think the defaults were a bit more
Okay,
stable.
look, T1
and more
guys.
than
T1
anything,
memasak,
the team
guys.
seems to be a lot more on the same page on how aggro they want to play, right? It doesn't seem all over the place. It doesn't seem chaotic. T1 looked a lot more organized. Meanwhile, Team Secret, I think they wanted to play a little bit too slow, wanted to rely on potentially the mess coming out from T1, and it doesn't happen.
Does not happen, so we're done here for the first map. Let's go over to the Analyst desk to break down Lotus.
Ooh, 13-7 in favor of T1. Now, I know during the pre-show we were saying that, like, okay, this could very well just go like 2-0 in favor of Team Secret. I want to blame
Bang,
this on
Dewok
you,
juga
actually.
uta bang. Dewok siapa
You
lagi
voted Team Secret.
Dewok?
But Barbers was like, shit,
Dewok
guys.
terima kasih. Dewok sudah mampir. Dewok ya happy
Yes,
birthday.
this
Dewok
could
ya
very well be the
arigato
curse.
gozaimasu.
Could have happened, but
Hah? Apa ini, Cok? Anjing, copyright kah ini? The fuck? Jadi begitu, bro. T1 lagi main juga anjir nih, guys. Apa nih? MFI. MFI Ciadil lagi nobar kan Ciadil guys. Iya kan? Oh nobar deh nobar. Kira nggak nobar guys. Kok nggak ada pakai skin baru? Kayaknya belum keluar nggak sih? Udah keluar sih harusnya guys ya. Love you bang. Thank you Hans. Papa parap. Lihat mic check Paperrex dulu nggak sih bang? Boleh. 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 Ini guys gue nonton guys. Betulan gue udah nonton guys ya.
All smoke anytime.
Putting up, okay?
I think. Okay.
Let's smoke now, smoke now. We can
Okay,
ball
now.
stun.
I thought right side. Okay. Landing 1, 2, 3.
Bomb botting side.
I push inside.
Ball.
They're not fighting though. They're not fighting.
Go planting, go.
We're flanking. Eh.
Alright.
There. Guys, I still have flash.
Just playing, huh? Deny, deny.
Go, 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 go.
Gope.
Four boys. 4B.
Running, running.
Lari
Geyo, Omen, and Sage.
Bang ikut gopur bang, gua cupu guys.
Come. Yeah, take up.
Let's go. Oh,
Smoke is.
Okay, let's go.
take space, boys. Take some space. I have time in 3. I can't like this time later. Wait, bait them.
Gila sih namanya kocak sih.
I'm holding it.
Ini kan menang gampang ya guys ya kalau nggak salah guys. Jadi kayak lebih santai gitu guys.
Oh, I'm holding tunneling. Could be flank.
I can't see.
Standing Ellie, they stand. To right side. One more. Nice. Go fight, Ellie. Go fight.
Gila di fight.
One more.
Nice.
Take 50, Gecko.
Last two. Nice. Good job. Good calls. Holy.
Boleh ngaruh lah kalau tiap hari mah.
Only women again. Market close or not? I'm gonna refang ya guys. Not. I'm only left. It's okay. The door is not close. Then I go a long way. Okay, just buy time for me. I have smoke in 3 seconds. Yeah, one market. Gecko flash. Can smoke market again? Stay look at this G. Stay right side. Okay. Market smoke.
Bang, kamu mau main Smackdown bang? Bukan kocak lah main
Can you stay like
Smackdown.
this? Market. Gecko flash ya.
Tegang amat bang, seru cok, lucu cok. Kan tegang, gue tegangnya beda yang gue lain guys, tegangnya bukan mic check anjing.
Chill, bro. Last 1 HP.
Nice.
Dive.
1 HP. Lu pinjam sama sekarang.
Apa sih dia ngomong apa sih guys? Lu punya apa guys?
Too very close. Tani kill. He's alone.
I'm breaking Molly. Molly. Go this slow.
Slow cannot wait.
Destroy.
Market. Wait, chill.
One mark, close market. We should be alone now.
Cannot. It's smoke.
You can
You wanna go?
go.
I can flashing market now. I play backside. Blind front. One more.
Gila.
Market right.
Yang film Malay lu pijak apa gitu bang? Itu film Malay guys. Gila something keren banget.
I think he's dead. Can you watch swing? Wait, 1 second.
One enemy remaining.
On the spot, gets the headshot to take him down. Now it's all on Mind Freak.
Gila itu omen TP gua tuh guys.
Having to poke and prod. See what he can. Mind Freak.
Don't save.
Nice.
Lu pinjam sama gua sekarang.
Lu pijak sama gua sekarang. Itu apa guys? Baru tahu guys, sama itu TikTok guys.
Go
Go
contact.
BP.
Double flash maybe? Yeah, I can flash right. Wait. Let's go. That's it.
Raise to us. Okay.
Smoke right side. Headshot boys. I blast headshot already.
Ngaku aja kamu bang, ya maaf gitu.
Flashing right side.
I'm blind.
Agree? I'm only left.
Okay, wait, side. Clear. Tama clear.
Jing keren banget nih. Jing lagi panas banget Jing nih.
I stand here. Standing in. Let's go, Djaja.
Enemy remaining.
He is up, boys. Wait. If he B-man, can I knife him? Wait. If he's got B-man, can I knife?
Duar.
Nice. Let's go.
We have to go past the team.
Gila ini mainnya rapi banget guys, sumpah guys.
Wingman planting.
Salam ke bawah ini siap. Makasih ya.
Bounty, guys.
Oh,
You guys go right.
Three side.
You guys go right, yeah?
Go contact the right one.
Otherwise,
You guys go right, I'm gonna go left.
No, I need more guys.
I'll go for that, go for it.
Elbow right side.
Hutan.
Jen, bro.
Duar.
Jen. One more. Elbow.
Players
Elbow last. Wait, chill. You can pull.
Wall. I'm running.
Wait.
Go up. Just wall me up.
Go up. 1, 2, 3. Nice. So fast.
I'll go.
Yeah, we should swing. Lihat.
Nice guy.
Anjay, kalau salah senyum-senyum, bro.
1, 2, 3. They're pushing, I think, Ilya.
Oh shit.
No. They play retake, boys.
I think.
They slow.
Let's go, ya. Be push. You take it again.
Let's go.
Nothing, eh.
Top side. Oh shit, top side.
Two more.
Semoga hari ini mereka hebat, amin.
Ini siap, memang kayak pada keep.
Rafter.
Go.
And
Last
Last
Enemy remaining.
Oh, ini Dava ini yang
Spike
kelas
down
lawan-lawan.
A.
he was green box.
Weapon recovered.
Try to play for time. Gonna set up the turret. Try to give himself the opportunity to plant.
Clear out on the turret.
Spike
Divide.
planted.
Sticks it backside. He's thinking about swinging. It's spotted, but as that shot comes through, the
Yang whiff
challenge
tuh,
is there.
padahal dia dapat info duluan loh.
Movement, why?
Can wall up now.
Padahal tuh si Lightning Fast udah dapat momen duluan, guys, udah ketahuan tuh Dava di mana. Tapi dia nggak tenang ya, guys.
Flashing right side. Pop.
Go be left side, boys. Snowman.
Oh yeah. Be outside.
Follow. Kill you off.
Killjoy out.
Wiper mid side ya.
Careful for bit.
I need sound, please, I need sound.
Forsaken the cover.
No more. Killjoy no more, okay. They can revive.
Find that second kill.
Break.
However, it's best from Divide.
Out.
Nice. 3 backside at least. It's okay, they
Ini pas kalau by one emang geter banget emang ya.
2 yellow.
Yellow.
What did they do? B2 guys, what did they do?
Yellow coming, guys, 5.
Wait, chill. On top one.
Nice.
Good.
On, backside.
Don't die.
Dilarin anjir sama Dava ini, guys.
That's just the map.
Let's go.
Ready?
Hyper volley again.
1, 2, 3.
You try to molly your
Tapi cepet banget nih, coy, cuma berapa sih? Cuma 7 menit, coy, cepet banget anjir.
Killjoy kita kami.
Bang baru nikah namanya.
Two more.
Thank you Bang Sosis, makasih banyak Bang Sosis. Banyak banget Bang Sosis, kasihnya bro.
Gua kalur.
Wira Sujana, selamat hari pernikahan ya. Semoga sakinah, mawadah, marowah semuanya happy, dapat keluarga yang baik. Dan semoga semuanya aman, tentram, damai dan diberi kelancaran dalam rezeki dan keluarga.
Kabar. Yellow.
Spike down B.
On yellow. All there. Hyper missing.
Should we retake after ulti guys?
Hyper missing.
Spike
Still drop it.
Just call.
I don't know what's Hyper.
On top. Let's go.
I go back.
7-12 sama 7-5 ya ini menangnya ya.
I got the shin. Nothing inside.
One side.
Last player standing.
Last missing,
30
can we?
seconds left.
I got middle.
Let's go Ilya.
Yellow.
Nice, guys. Come on.
Nice guys, come on. Udah mulai belum sih? Belum ya?
Very good at controlling this map, especially up around mid if Jeremy picks up that op. So
Thank you Bang Sosis ya, makasih diamondnya ya.
They're playing this same race compositions, no longer that neon.
I see Envy like kind of stressed here, Achilles. I would be too. This is a lot of pressure on Team Secret's shoulders. They don't exactly perform well under a lot.
Big concern here. I mean, the Lotus loss, you could have maybe come
Okay,
into
burik
this
Bang, aman.
and said, okay, we know the team one's really good.
Sorry
here.
Bang
We
Rio,
don't
sorry.
find it in there.
Thank you for the
It's
follow.
fine. You also probably were expecting to be a bit closer, maybe get yourselves up to 10 rounds, 11, something like that, maybe an overtime loss.
Uncle
But
Jesse,
we'll
so
see
far
what
seperti
happens.
biasa
Teams
guys.
kind of get blown out on the map. Teams are able to bounce back a little bit more evenly. With Sunset here, we'll see if they're going to find their comfort and get the win.
Let's see indeed. William and Valdez, over to you guys.
Thank you, Analyst Deskers, for breaking that first one down and bringing us into Sunset, which, on paper, should be Team Secret's comfort, should be them stepping up, but based on what we saw on the first map, it does feel like T1 have the momentum at the moment. We'll definitely have to see Team Secret step it up, moving on to map 2.
T1! Semoga menang guys, 2-0 guys T1 guys, biar cepet.
With the big boss buy. Gets the
Apa tuh guys?
not a frenzy.
Lihat
But the
coklatnya bro.
opposition for B. So T1, some of the this
Apa
might
nih
be one of those
coklatnya,
maps
guys?
where Coach Warburt's talked about there are some hard tells. T1 doesn't rotate too much on Sunset from what we've seen the one time with this comp. Obscure just dodges.
Diambil sama SQ Red bro.
Because we've seen that lineup really wreck a lot of the
Diambil sama SQ Red, GG Gaming
As we can
adik-adik.
see over here, just going to run on in towards B. Not going to run in just yet, actually. Going to get a smoke down first, and here comes Saya player on the attack. This little guy's gonna get the plant down. And T1 don't even have to overcommit. They just put in some utility and get the plant down. Izu now gonna find Jeremy on the back side of this one. Here come the paint shells as the shots not going. Jeremy picks up 2. Very unfortunate for him, as now Jesse Vast is gonna hold on to this one down to half. Saya only gets the 1 kill, but T1 barely holding on. Saya picks up another, but now it's only 9 health here for Carpe.
Kenapa emang turok?
And easily able to hold on to the defuse from there. So Team Secret
Gue mau bikin Discord baru nanti guys.
start off with a
Buat
nice
main
little
Valo doang
defensive
sih.
pistol round win.
Yeah, so
Udah
T1
iya.
actually shifts things up a little bit. The last time they played this map
Iya,
with
udah
this
iya sih
competition,
biasa.
obviously they played 2 different comps so far in stage 1. They would always check first with the first 0 point and then go in with the second. And that would be a pretty hard tell in what the rotations were going to be. But they try to cut the audio so they know that
Gila, dapat
Secret's
2
gonna
gitu,
hit
oke banget bro.
Great shots from Jeremy. The paint shells help a ton there. Barely just catches sight of him, I believe, or maybe just kind of spamming through the smoke.
Motion,
But a bit of
error
ping on
kembali
the
lagi
minimap.
diurus guys ya.
But the fast flank, I mean, sure, even though the
Lagi
trap
tireless
was set
Vandal
up,
dong bang.
Jeremy able to put a
Skin ya
lot of
gitu guys,
pressure.
maksudnya tireless
Good
skin
setup.
Vandal.
Yeah,
RX,
absolutely was. And now
Araxis, Champion.
just sitting
2023.
waiting to see if T1 are going to swing this, and that they will. The shot not going to land. The spam coming through as well. As the fault line, as you see, he is going to back away without taking too much damage. Saya actually doing more to Jeremy. Now over the top, the drone gonna spot him
Paperrex
there.
di Tokopedia guys. Pas udah restock nanti ya.
Doesn't quite spot Saya player, but all Secret needed to know is were there
Ini kalau saya dapat
multiple
1
people
lumayan
mid,
banget sih.
and they confirmed that there
Kalau
are
dapat
some
1 atau
LNDG
3 guys,
coming
sampai
around
2
market
atau
as well.
2 atau 3
It's a
gimana sih?
crossfire hold, and sure it's the jump, but NDG should, okay. Not gonna get that full trade.
Not very clean, but Jesse.
Oh,
He's not
no!
gonna get it. And Carpe hits the headshot with the classic.
Menang anjing.
And now T1. We'll see if they can hold on to this one, but Borkum is going to swing in with the Spectre, and he says, I know how to use this gun. Unlike some of my other teammates in this round, at least, says that is going to be the end of that. Borkum.
Cok 3 lawan 2, cok.
3K, so want to put an end to the excitement of what could have been a stolen away round.
Yes, and it's sometimes we joke about it, but you're right. There is a
PTC atau Kuronami bang? Kuronami sih
to
gua.
running and gunning with a Spectre. Everyone can joke about it, but some people just can't do it if you don't do it often enough. But Borkum, he knew exactly
Orang
the
lagi
tempo he
crazy ya,
needed to
Bang?
keep up
Enggak,
as
enggak
well.
juga sih,
Make
guys.
sure that he capitalizes on the duration of that paranoia with that extra peak. And that just about helps save the round.
Escurat soalnya nggak
So
main
again,
chamber guys, dia
Secret,
main
I believe that was
Cypher
5
guys.
buys as well. I think it was 3 Spectres, 2 Bulldogs, but they're just going to have to stick to 2 of those carried over. You will have the Bucky for NDG. Looks like there might be a close hold.
Yeah. Just
Paperrex setelah ini langsung main guys.
shotgun after that last round. Here comes Team Secret pretty aggressively. Saya is going to get behind that one and is immediately going to get out of there as well. Another flash.
Flashnya cepat banget guys. Udah aku mau contohnya di member Bang Rio. Thank you Gilang ya, makasih Gilang udah di member ya 1 tahun ya.
Both sides here as T1 still
Elo, bentuknya pasti udah segi 5 tuh. Kalau yang baru-baru tuh segi ini guys. Segi 3, segi 1 tuh masih baru guys. Segi 5 udah baru guys. Udah paling ini. Kalau bulat udah mentok ya guys ya.
So you've got 3 people all spread out, but one gets cleaned out with a rifle already. This is looking rough. The Thrash gets so much information.
Yeah, definitely does. Jeremy's able to hold on.
Aduh, Jesse Vest dapat lagi.
With the Sheriff, but he's going to be able to take down, be taken down. As 3v2, Team Seeker will be able to get this plant. And Izu, nice positioning here. Jeremy
Nice!
swing on the but Izu clean with both of those kills. And that is going to be
Segi
T1 on
1
the board.
gimana anjir, segi 1 tuh garis.
All right, so 3 rifles carried over. Not so bad. Sure, you use the Thrash, but you can try to cycle those pretty quickly, especially on Sunset. Usually you can guarantee at least one of the orbs. And T1's been doing a lot of audio cutting, right? Not so much early util. They make sure that they can go on these off timings by
Nice
not
banget, gila,
cycling
Izu, bro.
through their cooldown abilities
Izu,
like
panas,
the
Izu,
0
panas,
point,
Izu,
but they
panas.
just use it once for the execute, and then you're in. And they pressure B. Now,
Double stream,
it
betul.
looks like they're really trying to force Secret away from the ante, because, again, last time, they go 3 times on B, and then that's the conditioning to go A, but this time they're like, no, you know what, we go B again.
Tuh bisa hancur guys pakai itu guys.
And Secret's
Bisa ya?
weak here, right? I mean, Secret was prepped. The fault line is ready for the trap play on A, and there's no one really home to block this from within the site. You are spotted.
Yeah, and Rossi, though, he is going to get another entry kill here.
T1
He's
rapi
been
banget,
pretty
T1
clean
bagus sih
on
mainnya
the
guys.
B side. They get
Kalau
this
TS
plan
kalah
down.
subungkur kah Bang? Betul.
And now, Team Secret, definitely a lot to do here, but here comes the counter. from the side of Jeremy. He's going to pick up one, and that is going to be a near cleanup on this B site, but Xcrit picks up two himself. And now trying to hold on to this one, not going to get a shot onto Indy, who does drop down and takes him out. And Team Secret barely get that retake.
Yeah, a very fast retake, a very fast rotate though. That's huge. You know, they don't overextend, they don't try to peek in too early. Jeremy doesn't miss a beat on that showstopper. And I like that he doesn't try to go in too far, right? His job is just to make sure he gets at least one kill with it, guaranteed, clear out the close corners. And that's all they needed to flood in to it rather than an elaborate set retake. He actually gets a lot of airtime, stays alive with that as well. That's huge.
Anjir, udah tipis banget tuh, guys.
But now the question is does T1 go B again? Because I have a feeling they will, right? I have a feeling that they're going to toy with Team Secret about switching up the breach's placement. Because the breach is so good on A, low risk. But on B, you can go for some risky plays like this.
And you see Jeremy trying to push out of mid once again. But just going to back off after he doesn't see all too much.
Ntar lagi diurus, guys. Sabar, guys, ya.
Xcrit going to be the only one.
Sabar ya, guys, ya. Sabar, ya.
See if he sees anything, but T1 certainly hanging around outside of B. But now a rotation going over towards A. We'll see if they do
minum kopi.
Yeah, so you saw the push out of mid, and you saw the breach fault lining over from B main. So you know that the heavier presence was on B to start. But now with the door closed, you know, T1, they're going to have to think a little bit. So minute on the clock. They could go for this. You're still holding on to mid with Xcrit. You still have the chance of a rotate. You've got that trap wire outside of B main as well. And that's where they're going to cut audio, right? They don't want any extra rotates to happen. They just want to check for it, and then the ult orb. Now you've got null command online.
And there it is, the push coming in. Rossi already pretty low, but that is going to push Borkum back as they are probably looking for the retake here.
Jesse?
Hey, just get the one as now on the site, Borkum not being cleaned out. He's got some support from Jeremy as well. And they will clean them up. An easy retake and defuse here for Team Secret.
Oh, that's brutal. Jesse getting that kill with the judge, that's all the time they needed for Borkum to be able to get the trade. But Borkum makes an amazing call here to just fill the site, right? He has that wall to work around. You know that basically if you give them the timing, it's going to be a tougher retake, especially without any info from the Sova. And you have to wait for the null command as well. So he decides to just go in and buy extra time since Jeremy's there to be able to spam through the smoke. And Jeremy's just spamming through it alongside Borkum. I mean, you're getting the pings, and you're trying to make sure you're adding in extra damage. So one thing that T1's going to have to recognize here is the rotations are still pretty fast, right? They cut the audio, but this can only mean that the setup was already there for a shift and wait towards A. So now the whole, hey, we're just going to toy with your default setup to see if we can break through it.
Emang di Sunset kemarin kan ngalahin
The
Paperrex kan?
probability game is not going to work for T1. They're going to have to start to push and pull a bit more, right? Bait out some of those trap plays early, then press mid, you know, go to another site, and then you still have extra 40 seconds to rotate.
You see that Xcrit here has got a lot to say as well. Just talking with the coach, just discussing what they want to do for the future here because those pushes have not necessarily been the cleanest, and Team Secret looking a lot more prepared for this map of Sunset, and are currently in lead 4-1 as the timeout will finish. We'll see what changes here for the side of T1 if they want to potentially get a little bit more aggressive with some of their pushes, or what we will see.
Now, I wonder if T1... It does seem like we might have to wait a bit longer.
Gue lagi ngurusin ini, coba sambil ngurusin ini, guys, bentar ya, guys.
Hey, we've seen back-to-back timeouts before. You know, coach is calling for it at the same time. But I wonder if T1 could consider something where they pressure A, right, force the rotate to happen. You know, see B backed off a little bit, pressure B a little bit more again. Or it could be the reverse, right? Just because you know that Team Secret, they've been playing a little bit more retake heavy, right? B's forces have always been there early on. Outside of the pistol round. So maybe try to pressure this, force them even further away from A, dig deep into it.
Here we go. Once again, Team Secret going to be ready for this one. The fault line coming out. Jeremy is pushing aggressively, and they get flashed, but it doesn't matter. He only picks up one, and Rossi trades it back. So nice little set play here from the side of Team Secret. They are going to spot a lot of members outside of B, but Team 1 does trade back the one kill.
Yeah, I mean, this is a heroic play from T1 to be able to trade that back. I mean, fault line, recon, flashpoint, everything to set Jeremy up for success. You even got the double pings. He's going to survive. I believe only Jesse being tagged there. But there you go. Not taking any chances, making sure that it's a 2-2 split. Now, T1, I mean, they can go anywhere, right? It's 2-2. You should have the numbers advantage.
Yeah, NDG just going to play on the site here with the cam. And he does have Borkum nearby, as he is going to be spotted there. As here comes T1 in the wraparound on a Borkum, not going to be read by him. X-Grade nicely done, as Jesse just trying to buy some time with a Hunter's Fury. And it's all up to NDG to try to hold down the site. And he is going to hit one. Not cleared out just yet, but wrapped around on by Izu from elbow.
All right, so you got a fault line. See if that recon, I don't believe that they've used it a second time. Could be wrong here. But the Thrash being used as well. T1's not taking any chances. You've checked one, and he's not doubled up. So Izu's still holding that other angle.
Oh, so clean. Picks up 2 on the site, and Envy gets a 3rd. And Team Secret are strong again right after the T1 timeout. They absolutely clobber them.
Yeah, and it's great to see Jesse being very confident in that retake again as well, right? Looked a little bit scared on Lotus, not able to really confidently take fair 1v1 duels without other util. But this time around, he knows he has to be the one to help break things open. He's the one that was spotted. Just goes for the peaks. He's ready for the second swing out. It's absolutely beautiful. And Indy, of course, always reliable on that trade. He's been a very great support on that breach every time they come to this map. And finally, Econ broken on the side of T1.
And, I mean, T1 that time around, they get onto the site, they get the plant down, but Team Secret's retake just too good. Jesse and Envy, the 2 of them together get the job done. Another push out here from Team Secret towards B, towards that B main area, but as we know, T1 just trying to push a little bit more aggressively onto A a little bit earlier here.
Yeah, but it's a double peek out, and then if we see a kill come through for Envy, he's going to have that rolling thunder. So the high-low, I mean, this could buy them a lot of time. They're not even concerned about the site. Let the spike be planted. We're here for the round win. And Envy gets it. Rolling thunder online. He's going to wait for the retake. Once backup arrives, as long as they're holding on to elbow, fault line to make sure that they're still safe.
Yeah, they're trying to push onto these 2 guys on the back here, but Jeremy's going to get a kill, and they easily get swept up. X-Grade only getting the 1.
Kelamaan, Cong. Elbownya kelamaan, guys.
I mean, T1, they get in, they get 1 kill, they get the plant, but still a very dominant round here.
So something that Secret, I think, has correctly identified, and this is when T1 played this Sunset as well, is that T1 has not been playing very spread out defaults on the attack, right? They're very, I mean, the most they do is a 1-4, but even then, it's not like B main, A main. It's like mid and B or mid and A. So you can always choose to push out from one side, get the clear info, if there is contact, maybe you back off, and then you can rotate accordingly. And T1 can't actually accurately read this because they haven't really been
Thank you, Jidan!
By the way guys, gue seneng banget guys, gue di kontak sama partnernya TikTok gitu guys, TikTok Live Indonesia. Asik! Saatnya menjadi streamer TikTok juga. Over by B-main lobby.
Diajakin kayak apa sih dimintain kontak buat kayak jadi apa sih kayak biar lebih detail lah soal jadi live TikTok gitu guys. Kelo, padahal gue live TikTok jarang-jarang ya. Live nggak tahu live apa ya dia kayak gitu guys, gak watch party sama Cici bang. Minimal post 1 video joget dulu, kagak ada kan gue gamer tot. Tot kamu.
And T1, they were holding just in case it was
kayak di DM juga guys sama Instagramnya TikTok Indonesia gitu.
But like you said, Valdez,
tapi sering di-ban, iya juga ya. Makanya ntar dia kasih tahu kali biar nggak ke-ban gimana guys.
Feels no pressure at the moment.
Yeah, especially because the retakes have been so clean, and it feels like the timings are really nice as well. Like Jeremy pushing out of the smoke at the exact.
Sebenarnya joget nasi padang nggak sih Bang Cio?
T1 are trying to clear out elbow, just getting so much
lawannya
value.
kalau lawan DREX menang tuh baru gitu ya guys ya. Males gue ngurusnya, gue gak ada waktu, sorry ya, gue sibuk gak kayak lu kan, gabut main Valorant doang.
Neural theft just to see the rest of the side of T1 as they are going to push onto this B site, but NDG gets the tag and now just clearing everybody out.
T1 diobok-obok, guys.
And it is flawless. T1 also buying on that round. Team Secret are just sweeping them here.
Yeah, this is brutal.
Diobok-obok, guys, T1, guys.
I would say even more so than it felt for Secret on Lotus. I mean, it just feels like T1 They're not even a
Walau
step behind.
pencintanya orang Cina, lagu
It just
ini
has no words
judulnya
in it, right? It's just a blank
Goyang-Goyang
page.
Cina.
All right, done.
Goyang
Read through it all.
Cina.
And NDG, he has been able to play so calmly. I mean, he gets paranoid and he still knows his cam hasn't been, so he still gets vision through that, knows he's not in danger.
Talon atau Paperrex Bang Cio, nanya lu Pak ya, nanya lu ya.
That felt like the most comfortable Cypher replay I've ever seen. He's like, yeah, I'm just chilling on the back of the site. I know where everybody is. Like, I have all the information. Nobody can take me out. Hits his shots.
Wih, kelihatan nih kameranya bangsat, keren banget tuh kamera.
Relatively fast push from the side of T1, but Jesse's right there. As the blind comes through as well.
Lihat. Diobok-obok bro, T1 bro, lihat.
Are just looking flimsy right now as Rossi is going to take down 2. But he has 5 health and a dream.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Rolling Thunder still as well, and if I'm Team Secret, I mean, I would consider using this, right? You might as well, you're so far ahead, you've got other cycling back. So, absolutely securing that round win seems good. The flash, it just clears in time, and Jeremy's able to get the kill. Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, Rossi's getting a lot of value out of this round himself, but it's still not going to be a round to win. Team Secret make quick work of that one, and they hold on to the Rolling Thunder.
Yep.
Just in case any future round looks a little bit closer than what we've seen so far.
Map 3 Breeze ya, Breeze kalau kata gua sih.
Yeah, it hasn't been very rocky. I mean, maybe that 2-man retake with Envy and Jesse, that was the one that felt like it was a decent post plant from T1, things like that. But outside of it, and of course, you know, the 1-round win coming in from T1, we haven't really felt flustered. You know,
iya,
there
abis ini
weren't any
guys.
rounds where you think in the back
Ini
of your
kalau
mind,
dicepat
is there
kita
a
bisa nonton
timeout
lebih
coming
cepat
in,
lagi,
anything
tapi kalau
like
ini
that.
agak lambat
And now
ya.
T1, it's a
Anjir, cuma dapat 1
it's a
guys.
group up. And Secret, do they have the hard read on this? I mean, you have Envy sitting pretty far back for that fault line on A, so they're very well aware of this. You know, NDG still all the way back by Boba. There's a ping on it for T1, so they're aware of it. So you make sure the no command hits. You make sure he's in range.
Showstopper as well, just trying to clear out the site, but it has
Dapat guys. 8-2
ago from the side of Team Secret. NDG trying to hold this angle. He gets one. As Iffy trying to get in there as well.
Apa itu
Izu picks
anjir,
up a
pick
2K.
berempat lompat gitu guys, anjir.
And now a chance finally for T1 to try to hold on to a site after the plant.
Scanning ahead.
So Jesse's looking to just draw more aggro so that his teammates can get into the site.
Nice, gila tuh. Itu cara ngelawannya gitu berarti ya.
Now it's up to Borkum.
Cara ngelawannya tuh di pick bareng-bareng guys.
T1 will wrap it up. I mean, sure, Secret got the read.
Kalau gini stratnya kurang atau gimana dong? Ka-outplay aja, ka-outplay. Stratnya udah ada tapi ka-outplay guys. 8-4 yuk, bisa 8-4 yuk.
Yeah, they absolutely did.
Ada ulti lagi nih, Karpe.
At this replay, swing coming out
Gila.
here from the
Izu lagi kencang sih.
Izu picks up 2, makes it 3, and they easily clear up that side. Still not feeling very happy at the moment after losing a bunch of rounds in a row, but
yeah,
at least T1 finally kind of get the jitters out and get another round, making their presence felt finally on this map. Here comes
lo dihancurin di powernya bro.
Oh, that fake works out perfectly. The spam, Sia's there for the trade, but the spam through the smoke catches Xcured off guard entirely.
Satu tuker satu guys.
So now without the side for T1, their flank is open. They saw the trap wire was broken earlier as well, so they have no idea. If they wanted to go B, they'd have to re-clear it now, so they have to push in with the Thrash. Oh, the Rolling Thunder. I mean, Secret knows that they don't really have other options. They just want to deny the Thrash more than anything.
Well, they're only going to trade 1-for-1, and Jesse is not cleared out in the corner. Rossi barely going to take him down. Only after 2 of his teammates go down first. So now 1v2. Rossi does get another headshot. That's been pretty clean today. And he's going to make it a 1v1 scenario. Has enough time to rotate over to B as well.
Oh, it should have never come to this for Secret. I mean, even just denying that Thrash cooldown would have made it so difficult for T1, and it was a good Rolling Thunder in my opinion, but Rossi, he's had some incredible clutches so far for T1 after joining the team, starting even with the offseason. He's just going to stick the plan. It's a full 50-50 mind game on the wraparound, and he's just going to leave
Rossi ketahuan bro. Tapi ada flash 2 sih.
Well, at least Envy was able to hear the plant. He hits the rotation on time. He has a lot of time to try to clear out every angle. Maybe get an early tap on the spike, see if he can bait Rossi out, but Rossi's playing very far back here in B main.
Oh, and with this, Envy might just start to think that he might be rocking. Envy's gonna push all of this?
Nice!
Holy!
Let's go 8-4. Bisa comeback guys.
Rossi, he had 2 angles to look at. He still checks the correct one. But I can't believe Envy decides to push
Nah,
all
Rossi
the way
lagi kencang, Rossi,
out
guys.
either.
Yeah, he pushed
Ini Rossi kalau
all the
misalnya
way
naik motor
through.
nomornya
Goes out
46
with the
bukan sih?
spike. He gives Rossi an opportunity to be looking the right way at the right time. And it's kind of a unfortunate round for Team Secret, but a very nice clutch here from Rossi.
4-4 nih, bro.
I got us, boys. Don't worry. I got us. Don't worry.
Well, he's picked up a couple of rounds.
Apa ini? Line up apa nih, guys? Line up apa nih, guys?
Interesting.
Line up apa nih? Line up apa
Keeps
nih,
it a
guys?
little bit competitive here. If they can get up to 4, it's not
Whoa,
too bad. Again,
what
we're
is
seeing
that
situations
lineup,
super
bro?
bad on Lotus, considering how things started.
Damn.
T1 are already on the site here as now Hunter's Fury
Gepeng dong.
gonna get some tags, but some nice dancing from
Nice.
the side of Rossi. He's not gonna be hit. NDG though, the sound of the neural theft and is gonna hold on to this one, and Jeremy's here as well. Not quite able to clear out NDG, and that is going to give some extra time for the rest of the team to come on over. Rossi trying to get in with a flash and a dream, but it's not gonna happen. 9-3 is the scoreline. Team Secret, a clean round to close out the first half.
Picknya jelek,
Yeah,
guys.
so at the end of the day,
Tadi
it
push pakai
does seem
util gitu
like
loh.
T1,
Utilnya udah habis, bro.
their sunset still doesn't seem like it has a lot of options, as we see a little bit of a ceremony here from Jeremy. Just for the half, though. We're not done with the map just yet. But you gotta
Dapat pistol
wonder
dulu, guys.
what the
Dapat pistol
defensive
kita sih.
setups are gonna be like. As Team Secret, their defense always a lot more reliable than their attack. So T1 might get away with just having simpler defaults here. And the big question remains on, those 0 points and the dizzies. Are those going to be hard tells that let Team Secret know which site they can hit?
Yeah, it's definitely a very good question. I mean, if you're looking for comfort for the side of Team Secret, as you mentioned, defense on Sunset should be kind of the exact thing you're looking for. So maybe T1, maybe the team can kind of say that, try to hype them up for the second half and give them a chance. But Team Secret have looked pretty flawless on this side. So we'll see if they can force us into a third map as well, which I believe is Breeze.
Yes.
Right? So should be pretty interesting to close it out if we do get there.
Yeah, if it goes to Breeze, I mean, a lot of people are going to be wondering, can Izu pop off once again? Because he had to pull some crazy heroics to bring a map victory
bonus
against
rangnya dapat
TRX, for the
96
side of
langsung
T1.
balik
Meanwhile,
modal.
Team Secret, they've always been okay on it, but not quite stellar.
Kalau nggak dapat
so
pistol
to speak. It's
susah ya,
always been
guys,
very
ya.
standard.
This is going to be a pretty critical pistol round because Team Secret get this.
Oh, Jeremy panas
they
mulu
get some
tiap di
momentum
sunset,
behind them,
Jing.
even outside of the obvious, picking up a couple of rounds to start off the half. But I think, trying to catapult yourself forward before T1 get any kind of momentum and
Gua
kind of
ngantuk
give
lagi,
yourself
Cok.
that
Ngantuk, Cok.
confidence from the
Berangkat
attacker
dari tadi siang,
side
guys.
to put an end to
Karena
this map will be
pencintanya
huge.
orang
Yeah, it's just
Cina.
going to be, looks like
Lagu
fault line
ini
into
judulnya
elbow.
goyang,
on
gong
the
si
left side
Facoy,
towards a short.
goyang gong si
Jeremy takes
Facoy,
his pick on where he wants to
minta
dive
angpau
into.
nalai.
Yep, there's the flash, there's the recon.
Nah, kena aja, guys.
See the two of them. There's the counter.
Aduh.
Paranoia, but Izu is in a lot of trouble.
Aduh,
He gets
Izu
fallen into
ngapain?
freeze. And Team Secret get in. Carpe does trade one back, but this push is coming in strong as they get the wraparound, and T1 are just not ready for it. That's a couple of kills. And now Saya is going to have to pull off something huge here.
Ya, nge-wave semua anjing.
So you see a lot of low health bars on the side of Team
wave semua.
Secret. As Xcurate tries to get around the bends,
Nice,
there's
bisa,
a couple of
winnable.
kills to T1, and now Ace is
Winnable.
going to go down.
Winnable.
T1, they pick up 4 in a row, and they hold on for dear life.
I mean, this is straight up a round that sums up death by 1,000 needles for, against Team Secret. Everyone gets sprinkled damage from the pistols, no one comes out 100% health from any of these fights, and that's all Xcurate and Saya needed, the sharpshooters. They'll even just go for the headshots. They don't even care about the lower health. But it does make things a lot dicier for Secret. I mean, it looked
Nah,
like
ini
the
jangan
execute
ngetrol,
should have
jangan
been
ngetrol ya,
good.
jangan
It
ngetrol
looked
ya.
like Secret absolutely should have had the advantage, and now we've got 5 buys on the side of T1.
Saya's going to get started off. Very Saya player, as you would expect, and that's a very nice early kill for him. To try to hold on to this, Jesse is pushing up mid, and down he's going to go as well to the Marshall.
Let's go. Only 4 points away from the showstopper now. Oh no, he knows there's one more, he saw it! Xcurate will clean up that one, but he's hungry.
Stealing the ace away. I mean, T1 obviously
What
don't
is
care
that?
too much. Nice shot here from NDG, but now they know where he is. Okay. No, not gonna happen. But he does get the 1 kill at least. gets revenge for his
Apanya si Paperreals
teammates.
udah lagi bang.
Yeah, there you
Karena
go.
restock
Don't
kalau
give him
Singapura
the
udah restock
flawless.
guys, tapi kalau yang di
But
Tokped
obviously
belum
on
gen.
side T1, all
Nanti
you're
tunggu
doing
ya.
is drop in the Marshall. And Saya player still got that extra ult orb with the death, so he's only 2 away. He's actually going to invest all the way up to a Vandal, it looks like. They saw the second member. And that's, like you said, Valis, just a classic Saya round. But now, you know, with the Vandal, that's 4 rifles, right? They bought up 3 Bulldogs that previous round. And Secret, this is going to be a lot more power than they were expecting. And they even have to respect the potential push-out because it's technically a bonus round. So that 0 point, it scares him away. And T1, you know, they can go for a pretty fast rotate as they didn't really tag much info.
Ya,
Now let's see how this push goes for the side of Team
si
Secret.
Izu main sini. Dapat satu ya Izu. Dapat satu Izu.
About to swarm into this A site. Elbow is empty.
Yeah, it's just a free site. It's been given up by T1.
Oh, nice!
He's gonna win
Sumpah,
that!
nice banget.
How did he manage that?
Oh boy.
And that's Jeremy that goes down in that trade. I really don't know how Jeremy does not win that one. Izu
Aduh, nggak
is
disupport,
eventually
Cok. Nice,
going to be
nice,
traded
tapi
back, but now
Aduh.
T1 given a chance. Jesse does pick up 1 kill. The spike is already planted.
2 pinged, but this could be a moment for Execurity because he wasn't quite pinged.
Nice!
Yeah, that's the surprise factor that he has.
2 lawan 3. Sabar, jangan ngetro, bro.
Now with 3v2.
3v2, NDG trying to hold on to the site. Borkum in the back here as in comes Saya player flying in, but Borkum is going to go down. NDG, he's got to hold on for the team. And
Aduh, Rossi dikit lagi.
Just barely clutching it out.
NDG, he has had some great moments today. Got them the early 2 rounds over back on Lotus. Gets them quite a few on the defense as well. And he gets a much-needed clutch. I mean, that was your buy round, so losing that is absolutely devastating. Good stabilization. I love that he doesn't hold the spray. He just says, all right, you know what, you're still flying. Just got to reset.
Salah sih dia.
Good jiggle as well.
Yeah, very nice timings. From the side of NDG, he has been pretty clutch for the team so far tonight. Even in the loss of that first map, had some pretty good rounds, and now picks up another one for himself. As he has been clean on the Cypher, especially from the defensive side of Sunset.
So Team Secret, right away you know that the KO's on B, the Gecko's on A, and that's been the default so far from T1. But last round, A site was entirely left open for the retake. So Team Secret, they're trying to punish that setup a bit extra as well, right? Make sure that the default can't be as stable from T1 by pushing up mid.
Ya, nyangkut Cok flashnya.
He is going to be pushed out of that spot. Bit of pressure up on mid, but
Gila, minta dikontrol gini
committing
guys.
to
Ngenak banget
one
guys, sumpah.
side just yet.
Dia bisa kemana aja bro
There
kalau kontrol
comes
mid
through,
gini guys.
spots Jeremy still there. T1 just very much on their hind heels, waiting for Team Secret to make the first move.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Secret's going to feel great about going to A here just because you saw that the KO was pulled out from B site for that 0 point, but they are just going to deathball it for sure. That's not expected at all. Oh no.
He's just going to hold it. He's just waiting. And now he's getting out there,
Aduh,
but he
nggak
does
dicek.
not check the left. And that is going to punish him big time. Borkum takes him down. Now a chance here for Team Secret. They get the neural theft out. Carpe's got to push through a million smokes. They are going to hold on to the site as well as they possibly can as Keren gets the fadeaway.
Nice goal!
Second. And Team 1, the rest of them just on the site. There are so many smokes. Envy has to pull off a miracle here, 1v3, and it's not going to happen. T1 pick up a huge round.
Oh, that's massive. I mean, Saya going down, it's unfortunate, but he gets the job done of holding on to time. And the
Let's
way
go, comeback
sent
time,
out
comeback
by
time.
Carpe actually buys so much time and gets information, even gets to stun through. I believe it was against Jesse Vash. But most importantly, Execurate, 2 clean double kills, and that allows everyone else to just flood the site under the smokes. The crossfire is all already set up, because you know that it's just coming in from one side. And now economy broken for Team Secret. I mean, sure, you had a massive lead, but you're nowhere close to map point just yet.
Yeah. You need 3 rounds, and the rounds have not been easy. After this half for the side of Team Secret, they've only picked up 1. It's now aggressive. Comes Saya player, and he's in a bit of trouble. Just going to be chased out. Execurate's right there.
No.
This guy has been such a team player. And he is going to hold on for saving his teammate's life. So we'll be able to get this plant down, Team Secret, at least. But
planted.
Aduh, itu kenapa mati Rossi?
As well. Rolling Thunder onto the back of the site, and now they can push and clear it out. Team Secret looking to hold on to this one. Uh-oh.
Yeah, good aftershock to push him back. You've got rifle upgrades on the side of Secret as well.
Yeah.
That's one side, and V just has to try to hang on for as long as possible.
Spray coming out. Are they going to see this guy on the right? Bork?
Nice, Isu! Darah satu, Jing!
1 HP!
Nice.
T1! The 1 stands for T1 Izu with 1 health, barely holding on to that one. Team Secret made that really interesting. Really pulled off at the Rifty. The T1 will not go down quietly.
Dude, what is that last shot by Izu? And this is the thing, you put him on some of these comfort agents that he's picked up on his row swap. That swing around. I mean, sure, yeah, you might be suspecting it because you're only seeing one, but
10-10 bisa sih guys.
and then he puts up rounds like that.
Ini Byron dapat lagi sih, udah
Another
pasti
clutch where
call
T1
lagi
think,
mereka.
all right, momentum's back in our pocket.
Ulti ada 2 guys, ada Carpe, ulti
They're
guys.
feeling confident enough that a push might be coming out. It looks like a pop flash setup here for Saya player. And that it is. The Dizzy chases him all the way as well.
Yep, that's certainly going to push them back. Very, very far.
Uang utilnya banyak banget tuh anjing buat
Decent
posisi
amount
doang.
committed to just
Di stun sama Invi langsung cabut guys, masalahnya guys.
Just chilling, just waiting.
Ya nggak sih?
Go for a push just yet.
Si Invi stun langsung cabut 3 orang anjir.
Just to stay alive, which does mean that T1, they know that a hard execute can't happen anytime soon. You're even hearing the early drone. That's a lot of early util drawn out from Team Secret because of your push out, because the reclears have to happen. So now it's a slower round guaranteed. And look at this triple setup.
Well, they're trying to push out. Saya's going to trade that one back. But got pretty dangerous there at tiles. Just a 1-for-1. Rossi for Envy, so no fault line at all for the rest of the round.
And he just backs up. He knows the crossfire is there. Saya's actually just trying to draw attention.
Aduh, nggak dapet, Cok.
Doesn't quite work out. Jeremy's fast with it. I mean, this was meant to be a hold by Izu, no matter what happened to Saya.
Oh, nice read here from Carpe. Looking for the second man, and now he's got Thrash as well.
Nice banget!
As X-Ray picks up a Guardian kill.
You did not, Borkum. I mean, he just left Jesse to die, man. He was practically waiting for him to die to pick this up, but it is the only wild card they had left.
Yeah. Just got to try to send it. Borkum has been clutch in the past. Today, it's been a little bit hit or miss. Nice timing here. He hears them running in onto the site.
Oh, the Thrash.
Oh, God. Well,
the half is done. Oh no, and he still gets it. Oh,
Nice.
Oh, that's just that's
Nice
insulting.
banget Carpe, Cok, anjir. Dia bait ulti dulu. Bait Gecko ulti.
Now you get clipped by the edge of the Thrash. The timing looked good for Borkum, but instead he just
kemarin
gets
Paperrex lawan TS nggak begini ya?
basically just. Oh man.
I mean, he just gets wrapped around on the quick U-turn on the Thrash. Oh, Carpe, he's been taking his driving lessons with that fish.
1 enemy remaining.
Yeah, he just sees him. Target acquired, he says. Excurate laughing. We haven't seen that in a long time because it's been an absolutely stressful stage for T1. But
Itu Brokop agak
they
sabaran.
are
Nggak bisa
looking
guys, masalahnya
happy. It
guys.
feels like they're happy with
Masalah
what
di
the
defuse,
preps
Cok,
coming
sama
out on
wingman-nya, guys.
stage. And you can see the nerves starting to get to Secret. I don't think I've seen Warbirds look that worried in a long time, win or lose.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right? The first map was rough. They didn't look like they were playing the way they should have prepared for that Lotus.
Gua
And then you come to this map
inaktif
and
gimana
things are
guys, lagi
just
watch party, Cok.
going so well. I mean, it was basically they were just streaming flying colors, and T1 had no chance. They were looking totally down in the dirt. It was 8-1 at one point, and then all of a sudden, you know, a little bit of a comeback begins from the side of T1. They get a pistol round as well, a couple of rounds, and then all of a sudden the team of Team Secret is falling apart a bit.
Yeah, I mean, technically,
Lo, T1 LoL PC aja mau menang, masa T1 Valo nggak menang? Let's go Faker, let's go.
Just morale crushing for Secret. So T1, all the momentum
Bebas
both in and
skin
out
nggak
of
sih
the
bang kayak
game
ML? Harusnya
on
iya sih
their
guys.
side, and that's given them the
Experience
freedom
on fire
to
nggak sih? Anjir
absolutely
itu apaan,
change
Cok?
up their defaults as well.
Itu kamera apa guys?
Right, you're gonna leave mid open now.
If I'm August, I would just say, okay, you guys are doing well, but don't get too crazy with it. As okay, it is going to be a trade at the end of the day, but that Saya player taken down.
Ya, ultinya nggak dapat guys.
And a showstopper, only getting a 1-for-1.
but that showstopper not able to staying alive. That means market control not given over. So this B hit doesn't feel that great. You're scouting with the drone, but you don't have any smokes to cover market. So yeah, you're gonna have to use that shrouded step. But the spike still not quite here. Cyber Cage finally gives him a little bit of closure.
He's going to give it a timing out of Isu as the plan is
Aduh,
coming down.
anjir, di run and gun bangsat.
Hey,
Woi!
The site. T1 getting in melee range and Carving can't get through the utility, and that is going to be a round win for the side of Team Secret.
Very, very fast backup right around the pillar. That's all it was, right? Because Izu, great timing there, but you know that you have the stinger. It's close range. Jesse Vash goes for the run and gun, and then the immediate swing out for the trade from his teammates. The calls are clean on that round. That's all there is to it, because everyone on both teams knew what Secret had to do. You had to go into B, you had to creep in. The Cyber Cage meant that you were already in the site. It was just a pure firefight.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, well, the day hasn't ended just yet. Saya trying to get in there, trying to get aggressive to see if they were going to push into tiles. It does not happen, and now the showstopper doesn't get any value. So Team Secret just waiting. They can play it slow from here.
But it sends Izu up very far out. Unfortunate that he only has a classic, as their econ's now finally been broken again on the side of T1. Because that could have been a position to hold with a different weapon, maybe even something like a Spectre. But now, too many angles, too much range. He's going to have to respect it. One Secret, very... Okay, so any area that the showstopper could have cleared, they want to re-clear it, right? They want to make sure no lurks. Doesn't matter, the Raze Omen, doesn't matter who it is. You just want to make sure that nobody's here. But during all of this, Saya has now lurked on out to B main. It allows everybody to rotate. I mean, the read on the map is perfect from T1.
It absolutely is, and I mean, he's going to be way behind them. Team Secret forced to push on an A, but T1 are just ready for it. They don't quite have the firepower, but let's see. A couple of spams through the smoke, going to get some really nice damage onto Jeremy already.
I mean, Team Secret, they could rotate still if they wanted to fight the lone man behind. Because of that trap wire, with no command as well.
Next here with the Guardian,
Nice.
He's got so much help as well. T1
Nice.
just easily cleaning them up as Team Secret. Borkum, he's reloading.
Oh my.
Oh, and he's not going to get it done. Just gets shot in the head by the classic.
Let's go, bro.
Coming out from T1 now.
It almost feels like Secret second-guessed themselves. And the desk talked about
Euro
this.
top frag, anjir.
We saw that on Lotus as well. So you see the trap being broken over by B. And you know, okay, somebody's pushed out. You don't know how many, so obviously that's the scary part. And you were thinking, you gotta imagine the logic here is, it's a thrifty, so it's gotta be multiple people. So A's gotta be weaker. So you start to creep into it. The moment you hit a wall, right, with the smokes and the classic spams, you're thinking, well, do we go in? Do we not? Do we have to wait for util? Running out of time, you don't know how close the flank is. And the panic just gets to him.
Yeah, they did not handle that situation very well, and T1 right back on the board. But Team Secret still in the lead. Let's see if they can close this one out and give themselves a second
Kalau
life
dapat sih harusnya tim Secret
on the
habis
next
ini
map, or if
Iko lagi ya.
T1 is just going to close it out. A lot of utility being used here towards B. I mean, T1 should expect a bit of a push at this point, but Team Secret are certainly taking their time. They might not even commit to it.
Yeah, so Secret now trying to play with the clock a bit more. You know, not being able to actually get into B. So they still see the 0 point over by B. You know that it hasn't been a rotate out, and there hasn't been any strong push out of A either. So overall map control still in favor of Secret, but that spy cam, you have no idea that that's covering so much info over by A main.
Okay, sabar.
Saya.
Borkum has no idea.
He's going to get the wraparound here. Borkum is just not looking the right way. That's a free kill for him, and now expecting more, but there's nobody else there. The push is actually coming into A.
Aduh, ini berdua.
Secret take 2 for 1 in that trade, so they might be able to get this plant down, but the rotation is coming in from T1.
Yeah, I love the blast back in by Jeremy. You just have to stay alive until NDG gets here. Then it's a fair 3v3. Rolling Thunder to push out as well right before the 0 point. It does hit 2 people. The pop flash!
Nice!
Oh my God, Rossi!
That pop flash just saved everybody's life back there. Everybody. And now NDG is alone. He's not going to hold on to it. And T1 They're playing with the
lo
hearts
cok
of
flashnya
Team Secret,
jing.
and they are staying in this one.
Kayak gua banget ya flashnya guys ya, butain temen
What
ya.
an absolute, that's the true curveball. Get Phoenix
Mirip
out of
kayak
here,
gua banget
'cause
cok, kelas banget
you
flashnya
don't
jing.
expect that. You're stuck there. He just flashes literally everyone to stay alive.
30 seconds left.
The decision here.
Yeah, right there.
And Saya actually quickly antis it despite being stunned. I mean, oh man.
Kelas flashnya itu kelas banget anjing.
Holy.
Mereka ulti berapa biji
You
guys?
gotta
Mereka
imagine
ulti
the
1,
fear
2,
that
2 kali
struck
dia 2
Secret when
ulti
they
cok,
saw
tapi
that
gagal
flash
cok.
floating through the air on that underhand. You're like, oh well, this is over now.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like a done deal. They knew everybody on T1 had rotated over. They used the
Kalau
rolling
koyo
thunder.
Bang Cio, gua kayo
T1 is in
bro.
such a rough
Beli baju di
spot,
mana, Bang?
but then you get a dizzy in the face, and then you get a pop blast as you're trying to clear out the back of the site. And it's terrifying that they were not able to get that job done. And now Team Secret not on a buy round. Bit of a push coming through mid. And T1 just backing off, just waiting for the actual push to come in.
Yeah, but you're not expecting the backside to be filled like this. You expect it to be empty after that kind of push into market. And it's just the slightly unpredictable positioning from T1 that once again absolutely wrecks Secret. They're trying to go for the running guns. They wanted to push into the
Nice
side
go!
and obscure it. The spray with the Vandal leaves just Jesse all alone.
Yeah, you could tell he had no idea they were going to be there. And, you know, didn't have the
Kelas,
firepower to take
comeback
him out.
kelas.
Gives a chance.
Masih sold out Bang, nanti tunggu di
to
restock
execute it,
ya.
and he gets the job done. So now T1, they tie it up.
Bang, coba nyanyiin lagu
this map
Paperrex
was
buat
8
T1
to
Bang.
1 in favor of Team Secret.
Yes.
8
Paperrex!
rounds to 1.
I
You
mean,
gotta fight
regardless
them
of
all,
size, et cetera, et
Paperrex!
cetera,
You gonna
I mean,
win
this
the
has been
tournament,
absolute
Paperrex!
comeback so far from T1. Obviously, we have to wait and see if they can close it out.
Paperrex!
Timeout now being used before it's too late by Coach Warbirds. Of course, the new assistant coach on the side of Secret, Dummy as well. See if they can make the magic happen. Because I think all the prep that you've done, it's out the window, right? T1 CFLs have been very different from what we've seen in the past. We only had one piece of tape anyway, so it's not going to apply for too long. You have to figure out the reads from here on out, but it's not like T1's been using the same default util every round, right? The 0 points, the dizzies, they've been coming out at different positions, different timings. And more than anything, Excurit has been bouncing around this map.
Bisa sih guys, 2-0 guys, 2-0 yuk, 2-0 yuk. 2-0 tuh, 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 2. Budget ya.
Lotus, where Team Secret were a little bit lost, and T1 were getting these very nice reads, very nice plays. And that was not good news for Team Secret on the first map. But hopefully Warbirds can kind of calm them down, say, okay, it's essentially, you know, you just reset. Pretend the beginning of the map didn't happen. It's 11-11, just get 2 rounds, just win by 2, and it's over. So just get that out of your mind mentally, play your game, and maybe they can get it back.
One tap nggak sih?
Yeah, he was standing a bit wide on that box too, so a bit harder to read. And this wasn't even the hardest of reads from T1. It was a bit of a safety valve more than anything, but they were always prepped for the retake.
And here they come now. The pop blast coming
2-0 tuh, 2-0 tuh.
It is a flawless on this round right after
Malam ini ada 2-0, T1ku memenangi, seperti Paperrex juga akan 2-0.
And Secret, I mean, listen, after the timeout, I don't mind the death ball.
Mereka miskin bro, aman bro.
All the trouble you've had trying to go slow.
Ulti ada, nggak ada ulti guys.
But just, you know, one extra trap wire in the op just shuts down the speed.
Yeah, Saya just in that position.
Live bang, live
the
ini bang.
first kill and takes a lot of the wind out of the sails.
Santai,
Team Secret's
slow.
push.
Aduh,
And now
saya
they're
player
coming in
posisi
once
enak nih.
again. Pretty aggressively, Saya's gonna get a cage
Saya
in the
ngapain
face.
saya anjing?
And now has
Saya
to get out there
ngapain?
after being spotted. NDG trying to push through his zone.
Nice, Izu dapat 1, dapat 2.
Jesse With the Hunter's Fury, gonna pick up a kill. Picks up 2 himself.
2, 3.
Trades 1 for 1 on the site. A chance here for Team Secret.
3, 4.
He hits the
Flash. Tidak
shot. He has
dapat.
been so clean
Sabar, 2 lawan 1, 2 lawan 1, bro.
Simbi is gonna pick up the
Maybe didn't
operator.
catch him.
And
Nice!
stack the 2v1 and
Pulang kamu TS.
The
Pulang
comeback
kamu
victory on the
TS.
second map. They
Pulang
take
kamu
today's
TS.
series 2-0.
Pulang kamu TS.
Don't let it be fooled. This is an upset.
Kita
Absolutely.
watch party Paperrex. Apa jing? GG comeback is real, bro. Ini game apa jing? Parafox nih, bro. Parafox nggak sih, bro, nih, bro. Apa ini, guys? Kita buat stream baru dulu, guys. Sabar, guys. The finals. Oh, the finals. Oke, saya buat streaming baru dulu, guys. Biar kita pindahin ke streaming Paperrex, oke? Oke. Arace, bro. Malam ini.
To break down this series.
Oh my gosh, T1, what a comeback. There were so many rounds that were just so confusing to watch because you didn't know which way it was going to go. I lost my chair at some point back there, but this was so insane because Team Secret were doing so well on that first half.
Team Secret pulang, abangnya nggak marah.
Utter dominance. It was looking like another masterclass. Every single piece of util, every single read was in Secret's hands. T1, they swap over to the defender side, and William, he talked about it a little bit. He's like, Secret, they're going to have more success when it comes down to the defender side, so we need to see something a bit different from them on the attack. And oh boy, it was just
Gila. Guys,
Team Secret's
berapa lama nih game kedua, Bang? Mungkin sekitar 15 menitan, guys ya. Oke guys, kita pindah ke game Paperrex melawan Talent, guys ya. Teman-teman semua, terima kasih yang sudah menonton. 1 jam saja aku live streaming dan ternyata sudah bisa selesai karena 2-0 oleh T1. Oke guys, sampai jumpa di next langsung streamnya, guys ya. Gue setup dulu, guys. Oke, let's go guys. Bye-bye.